Greetings and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and to Isda, who is at last back on his feet proper. He took a few days to recover. The medkits and bandages that we were able to make helped quite a lot with that. But honestly, a large part of it was just getting to sleep and letting his body repair itself. However, getting to sleep was no easy task, considering that he had grown addicted to meth. He lost several teeth and developed numerous abscesses that kept him up all through the night for a while. I can find no reference to the fact that he's lost teeth or the fact that he has had any abscesses. He was very itchy for a long time, but I think he grew them all back. Well done, Isda. You are a paragon of humanity. Now, as you noticed, we're really warm. So, I'm thinking Isda needs to take some things off. The underwear top probably will help enormously because that'll help with the arms and the torso. And as for the legs, the underwear bottoms perhaps. Yeah, the arms and the torso. Actually, it's only the arms and the torso. Or are the legs? Yes, the legs as well. Okay. Right, we'll take off the long underwear top and also take off the long What did I take off? Yes. What am I holding now? Reinforced long underwear bottom. Okay. Well, we're going to pop these. Have we got any? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Right. We're going to pop these into this locker there. That should allow him to cool down a little bit. I'm hoping. No. No, he's still really hot. Ah. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're going to have to strip off a couple more layers then. Tank top, maybe the hoodie? Oh, the hoodie has some storage. Tank top doesn't offer any warmth. Hoodie offers a lot of warmth. But it shows that his heat should be down to normal. Ah, there we go. Okay, his body heat is starting to adjust again. It's cloudy. Ah, I see. So his heat is dropping. Right, well, Isda has generally taken care of himself. Let's use the hot plate to warm up his wood soup there and have a bit of a drink. Also some clean water. There we are. Now, we need to go and get some more dandelions because Isdar can't make any more dandelion tea. However, I just want to cover the skills that he's worked on. He's worked on construction, first aid, and a little bit of electronics as well. And on the whole, I'm actually pretty happy. First aid is now up at 8. That's an increase of 2 levels. Not too bad at all. I'm kind of tempted to try and have him install these, honestly. Let's... Ooh, destination full. Why is destination full? Can we wield... Why am I carrying that still? Did I not drop it? What did I drop then? No. How bizarre. I was certain that I had. There we go. Also, let's drop this gallon jug I'm carrying around with me. And wield the machete. There we go. Right. Now, I would like to take out this and storage CPM. Both of them? Oh, no, only one. Okay, we're just going to have to wield it. Wow, that's annoying. Okay, let's have a quick look at how... Did I... Oh, I'm carrying the Scent Vision CPM. That's why it's all taking up so much room. 17% chance of genetic damage, blood loss, or damage to existing biotics. Install anyway. 17% chance is actually really low. I think I'm willing to take the risk. Let's go ahead. Successfully installed. Fantastic, Isda. Let's have a look at this. We've still got the visual disruptor. I'm not tempted to try and take that out just yet. Right, the dielectric capacitance system will cost 1 power unit for every 2 turns and 1 power unit to activate. Let's have a quick look at it. Throughout your body lies a network of miniature piezoelectric capacitors which can be charged with bionic power to temporarily protect you from external electrical discharge. So we can use this if we come up against a shocker zombie or a shocker brute or any shocking system, anything that is likely to damage us using electricity. We activate that. As long as we've got power supply to run it, then we are more or less safe, I guess. Right, let's have a look at the scent vision. 30%. I don't care enough about having scent vision to risk that. Let's place that down. Let's grab our reinforced machete and grab some of the power storage CPMs. Okay, just one. Now, 2% chance. Yes, go for it. There we are. Increase storage capacity by 100. Let's grab another one. And apply this one as well. Yes. Fantastic. Right. Isdar can actually store a huge amount of power now. And while I was looking through things, reading stuff, I noticed that Isdar can actually make a battery system. Now, it would allow us to eat batteries in order to restore our energy. But honestly, I kind of like his furnace, to be perfectly honest with you. That is amazing. 250 power units. This would also be useful. Solar cells. Let's actually have a look. Can I make solar cells? I need solar cells. No, I actually need the cells themselves. Okay. Imagine we would either be able to learn to make them or we would have to scavenge them. But getting solar panels would be pretty useful because then he would passively restore his energy whilst out and about when it was light. You know, that's going to be a good thing. We can make a number of weapons as well, but I just don't think anything is really going to be able to face up to our survivor machete. I just can't see anything being even remotely as good as that. Though that said, we do want to make some metal fletched arrows. And to do that, we're going to need 10 arrowheads, 10 fletchings, and 10 metal arrow shafts. To do that, we want... where are we? Metal arrow shafts, 2 chunks of steel. That's perfectly fine. We can make loads of those. Arrowheads, 1 chunk of steel or 3 scraps. That's perfectly fine as well. And fletching. Okay. I think we're going to start off with that. And then we're going to get to starting to work on a car. So only a little bit of crafting to start with. And then we will begin work on cars. So we'll go over to components. We will make... how many arrows do we get out of that? We will end up with 10, I take it. Let's make 60 of them. So we want 6 stacks if we can possibly do that. So, now how many do we get this? So we want to do that 6 times, I would say. We're going to use... we don't have feathers. We've got plastic bottles, plastic cardboard boxes. Yeah, we should be able to do this fairly easily. Let's go ahead and use the cardboard boxes. There we go. How much fletching have we got? 60. Fantastic. Right, next up then, we want to have some arrowheads. Now, again, stack size of 6, that's good. It'll have to be chunks of steel for this one. And 60 arrowheads, fantastic. Oops, we went one too far. Now the metal arrow shafts. Ah, scallywags. Okay, we're going to need a lot of chunks of steel for this. We've currently got 2, and we require 12, so we need another 10. Can we make 10? Batch is not available for that. Okay. Can we just make chunk of steel? We'll use... ooh, charcoal forge. Yes, please. Do that again. You can no longer craft that. Ah, ha, ha. So annoying. Right, well, I think this is where we're dropping all our chunks of steel off. We'll drop that in there. Okay, well, Colin, we're going to head out and get our... oh, in fact, actually, sorry about this, Colin. Let me grab you there. I want to drop off... let's drop off all of the fletchings and arrowheads. Actually, let's drop them off in here instead. Right, Colin, you're with me. We are going out to try and collect some steel. Now, is there any steel around here? I don't actually want to see what's in Colin. Steel frame, dented steel frame, sheet metal, scrap metal 6. No, unfortunately not chunks of steel. That is a shame. Okay, well, there were a couple of crashed vehicles not too far away that we could go and investigate. Or, instead, we could start work. I think we're going to start work on a car. It's time, I feel. Right, what we're going to need to do then is... We've got a steel frame here. Let's grab you. And... we want to go to construction. Furniture, nope. Reinforcing, decorative, farming, other. Start vehicle construction. And we want it right in front of us. Steel frame that I'm holding. We're going to call this. Right, okay, well, what are we going to name it? Well, it's not going to be a vast vehicle. It's not going to be like a battle tank. So we don't want anything too grand. So we'll go with something a little bit more humble. We'll name it the DerpBot, after our wonderful little sniper in Robocraft. Right. Okay. Now we want to install things. Aisles, beds, boxes, doors, internal doors. We're not going to make this an internal. We want this to be largely a... Actually, we don't want to put it there. We want to try and install something here instead. Frame. We've got steel frames nearby. Extra light frame. No, we could just install the steel frames. I think that would be fine. If we start building this up properly, then... we should be able to get a nice shape to it. Let's go for something like this. We'll have that particular shape. I'll use my welder. And we'll install another frame here. This one we want to start splitting to the side. Again, use the welder. Now, down here is where I want the trunks to be. So we're going to use the H frame, because that also happens to be the icon for the trunks. So it'll help me to know what I'm putting there. Now, what I'm thinking is wheels either side there, or maybe even just a wheel there, and then 2 wheels at the back. I'm not sure yet. But we want it... This is a decent enough shape. We could have the controls there. Maybe a little engine underneath the controls as well. Or we could have it a 2x3 at the back for trunks and storage and gas tanks and all that kind of goodness. Controls there, and maybe even 4 wheels at the front. That is 4 wheels in total, so 2 wheels at the front. Yeah, we could do. I think we will. Let's go ahead and pop these there so that I know that these are meant to be the wheels. There we go. Now down here, we could either have just the 2 wheels there, but I'm thinking, let's go for a fair bit of carrying capacity here. Right, we're on to the acetylene torch now. There we go. Right, so this is our basic shape. We're going to want the controls there. We're also going to want to repair everything. My goodness, let's repair it all. We should easily be able to repair everything on this vehicle. There we go. Oh wow, that one's really messed up. Nothing needing repaired. Okay, right, good. Now, here is where we want the seat. We could put a stereo system. We're not going to. A trunk, actually, yeah, let's get the trunks in place first. So we're going to have trunks at the back. As I'm not sure if trunks can exist in the same spot as wheels yet, let's put the trunks here instead, because I'm fairly certain that they can. So we want full-on trunks. This is going to be a very heavy-duty hauling vehicle. And as you can see, it's slowly being constructed in front of us there. There we go. Right, we'll repair these as well. There we are. Right, now I would like some wheels here, honestly. We don't want small wheels, we want large wheels. Needs wheel, a wrench, either a powered welder, duct tape, and level 4 in mechanics. We can duct tape the wheel on? What? That doesn't sound sensible at all. Sounds awesome, but not sensible. No, 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 no. Inline 4 engine. We're going to need tanks. That's what we're going to need. You know what? Let's grab Colin and go and check out what we've got back in the base. So, Colin, you're with me. We're going back indoors. Now, we should have a number of things around. Where would all of those parts have been? I had them around here somewhere. LCD screens. They would allow me to have all sorts of cameras and that sort of stuff going on. We're not going to need it for what we're doing. Have we not got any vehicle components? No, it doesn't look like we do. Maybe over here? Armor. Ah, here we are. Okay. So here's where all the vehicle components are. Right. So let's move as much of these up into Colin as we can. And then we'll carry them outside and decide what we want to do with them. What do you get? Colin is getting very, very full. We are dead tired. Oh no. Okay. Well, first Isdar needs a rest then. Let's get him over here. He's a little bit peckish too, actually. Let's use our hot plate to warm up some of our soup. There we go. And then drink some clean water as well. And then you can rest easily. Generally best to eat after you wake up, not before you go to sleep, because your body's about to slow its metabolism down, which means that that food you just ate is pretty much just going to be stored as fat. I mean, there's some exceptions to that, depending on what you eat and how it's going to affect your metabolism. But as a general rule, don't eat before you go to sleep. Ah, scallywags. I could see that coming. Right, okay, well, let's drop off some of the heaviest parts here, the dented steel frames. Let's get rid of you. Can we now move Colin? Yes, we can. Good, good, good. We'll take everything out and drop them off. There we go. We've got a tin can in there. What? How did that happen? There we are. Okay, now, where's the rest of this? We don't want the steel frames. We just want... Oh, actually, I suppose we could take them now, since everything else has been pulled out of Colin, so... There we are. Perfect. Now, I want to have a look at these engines. A single-cylinder 4-stroke combustion engine. Same there. 19-inch wheel car battery. A 12-volt lead-acid battery used to power cars' electrical systems. Car horn, floodlight, foot crank. We could pedal like the wind. Solar cell. A small electronic device that can convert solar radiation into electric power, useful for crafting. Ah, okay. I Didn't know we had that. Vehicle controls. Is that it? Oh, scallywags. Oh, here we are. 2.01 litre inline V4 engine. 20-inch wheel. Dented muffler. Muffler from a car. Very unwieldy as a weapon. Useful in a few crafting recipes. Jumper cables. Don't need those. Cut seat. Marked stereo system. I mean, maybe we should have a stereo system. You know, just blast some awesome tunes as we're driving around. Lure all the Zeds out and then run them over. Oh, well, we've got two 20-inch wheels. Have we got? We've got a 19-inch wheel there. Okay, well, at least we've got two 20... Oh, what's that? 9-inch small wheel. But at least we've got two 20-inch wheels. So let's install those first. Got a lot now. This is good. Inline 4. Battery minus 100... What? Actually, is the inline... Are the inline engines... Where are they? Small yet powerful 4-cylinder combustion engine. This is where you're going to understand just how little I know about cars, I'm afraid. There will be a lot of people who know a lot about cars, and it's going to make them hurt to watch me do this and just fumble around. But, oh well. It is what it is. Alright, we'll get a large wheel there. No, we don't want a 19-inch wheel. We've got... scallywags. Get off. No! I need a jack. Balls! I knew this was going to happen. Knew it. Alright, we got a jack in here. This is my tool area, so I'm hoping we're going to have a jack. No. We have no jack. This is terrible. Jack? Jack, where are you, Jack? We need you, Jack. Oh, wait. Ha-ha! Got you. Egads. You know what? I'm going to have to put that in Colin. There we go. Where's the jack? There we are. Okay. Get off this vehicle. You scallywag, you do not belong here. Let's pick up this 20-inch wheel and then apply it ourselves. Now, hopefully, it's going to realize, oh, you've got a wheel in your inventory, and it'll ask me which one I want to use. Yes, the wheel that I'm carrying. Good times. Right. We want to install vehicle... Well, we want a seat. Stereo system? Well, we could do. We want... Where are the vehicle controls? There we are. Vehicle controls. These vehicle controls will wrench either a powered welder or duct tape. Let's go ahead and install the vehicle controls. And also install a seat. Right, the seat definitely needs to be improved. So let's get that fixed. There we are, not too bad. The seat itself can have a few things stored on it. We are going to install another trunk here. And then we're going to immediately repair it. Okay, so we've got our wheels. We just need 2 wheels at the front. Or maybe even just 1 wheel. I mean, there's absolutely no reason why we can't make this a trike. However, we do need an engine, a car battery, all sorts of things right now. It has a lack of wheels, and that does sadden me somewhat. Right, well, there could be some wheels over here. Colin, let's go and steal some wheels. Colin? Uh-oh. Colin, there we are. We require your wheels, good car. Do you have any wheels worth taking? You've got car horn, stereo system, controls, seatbelt. Oh, seatbelt, good call. What else do you have? 16-inch wheel, 2.61 litre inline 4 engine, headlights. Ah, drat, they're all 16-inch wheels. Well, that's quite the pain. What about you? What kind of wheels do you have? 28-inch wheels. Ugh. It's not what I want. We need 20-inch wheels. 20-inch will riot. We've got a zombie nearby. I don't care enough. Let's see what we've got over here. Have we got the right kind of wheels? Probably not. 16-inch wheels. Why? What about you? You don't look like a car that's going to have... No, you're going to have even smaller wheels. How about you? 16-inch. These are practically the same cars. What about you? 19-inch. Ah! I guess. I mean, you've got enough wheels. I could. Don't want to, though. And you've got shutter doors on the back. That's actually kind of cool. I wouldn't have thought of doing that. 2 gasoline tanks. Controls. Seatbelt there as well. The engine will be in the front. Car alternator, car battery, 1.95 litre. Oh well, we're going to have to replace the wheels that we've got on there at the moment with 19-inch wheels because I want them all to be the same size. Right. It's time that we start removing the wheels. Take you out. Thankfully, this isn't requiring any of our acetylene torch, which I'm quite thankful for. There we go. Right, we want to place all of these wheels into Colin. Dunk. There we are. Right, unfortunately, we did waste some of our acetylene torch installing the 20-inch wheels. I mean, I could have 2 19-inch wheels. I guess there is a certain symmetry there if we do it like that. I guess. I'm not too happy about it, but I'm really resisting the idea of throwing away that acetylene torch because I just don't want to waste it, basically. Okay, we'll go with this. We'll use 19-inch wheels there. There we go, and one over here as well. Small wheel, wide wheel. What? What do you mean? Is this what I chose last time? Oh, apparently it was. Oh no! Scallywags! No, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Drat! Drat, damn it, blast. Let's pick up... Alright, we'll just pick up one wide wheel at a time and apply them. There we go. In fact, if I'm just applying the wide wheels, I don't even need to do that because I can specify specifically that I want it to be wide wheels. Okay, that isn't so bad, I suppose. And a wide wheel there as well. Fantastic. Let's repair that. How we can repair... Oh, well, I guess if the wheel itself rather than the tyre was damaged, then yes, we could repair it with a torch, I guess. It still seems a little odd to me, I'll be honest with you, though. Right, we want to install... a muffler. Strength 40, durability, blah blah blah. We'll repair it. We're going to need to install a gas tank on either side. Now, I think we're going to have to craft one of those, so... Actually, before we do that, we want to know... How does one install a tank? Tanks would require a little metal tank. No, it would just require a metal tank, I imagine. But we'll slowly move down and find out. Where are you? Gasoline tank. There we are. So we can just make a metal tank, possibly on either side, in fact, for gasoline. There we are. We'll do it again. Fantastic. Right. We want to install a gasoline tank here. No, don't stop because of drizzle. Okay. We've got enough wheels. This is good. Add a gasoline tank there. Alright. Cargo volume is 2,700. That's actually really, really nice. Now we'll put an engine right up front. Or I would. Ah, there we are. Inline 4 engine. Battery minus 100. I don't understand what that means. Or one cylinder engine. I'm afraid this is where my knowledge of cars is really, really so sketchy that I'm liable to make a silly decision based on this. So I'm just going to pick these things up and try and have a look at them if I can. Was I able to pick that up at all? I may not have. There we go. B. Single cylinder 4-stroke combustion engine. Okay. Means absolutely nothing to me. I mean, the combustion engine-y bit, I understand. That gives me information, but the rest, I have no idea what the difference is. But I imagine that this starts using... I don't know. I mean, it's more durable. Battery minus 100. I guess it's taking power to run it in some way. Folded volume of 4. Capacity 30,000. Charge batteries. We could just put this in. Less durable. I wonder, do we actually have any... We know where there are cars that have solar cells. So there's every possibility that we could install some solar panels on this. And that is kind of attractive. For example, we could control vehicle like this. Disable cruise control, turn on dome lights? Dome lights won't come on. What? I have no idea. Alright, well, I'm just going to install car battery here. Now, it's empty. There's no charge in the battery. That does not surprise me. We are going to want inline engine there as well. Fuel usage of 2. Safe speed is 94 kilometers an hour. Top speed of 258 kilometers an hour. We are almost certainly never going to be hitting that. A car alternator. Battery plus 1492. Power minus 7. We'll install that there. And then we'll repair it. Weather changed. Rain. No. Okay. Safe top speed is 88. And... sorry, the safe speed is 88 and the top speed is 249. We are going to need to fill this up with gasoline. We're also going to need to charge that battery. So we flat out now need solar panels. Can we make them? Actually, let's... solar... Okay, we need to be back inside to have access to that. Solar panel. We need 12 solar cells. I think we could find them. Then we can install the solar panels and then just charge up. Alternatively, we can just use jump cables. But I think this is going to be a better idea right now. Come on, Colin. There we go. Right, where were those nearest solar-powered cars? They were up there. Okay, well, that's where we're going to be going then. Near the wasp nest, mind you. And it's night time. And Isdar is really thirsty and really quite tired. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. And he's wet all of a sudden. Why are you wet now? When you wouldn't get wet earlier? Isdar, you're just being a scallywag on purpose, I think. Let's go ahead and close this door then. Right, well, Isdar's actually going to have a rest then, since it seems that we are going to need to dry off a little bit. Now we're going to heat up our soup. Heat our soup. What remains of it. And then drink our water. We should probably make some more tea, actually. And I'm quite tempted by that idea. But for now, Isdar's going to go and have a sleep. When you return, we are going to be gearing up to head out and gather some solar cells with the main goal of adding solar panels onto our little quad so that it can charge its own battery. Then we're going to need to go out and get some gas. And once we've got all of that, finally, the DerpBot will be ready to take for a little test drive. Maybe we'll be able to get to that in the next episode. Maybe we won't. But we'll have to just find out. But that's it from me, regardless. So I do hope you've enjoyed this episode and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.